Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Dr. Brenda Hasselbrock here with the Wellness Way in Houston Memorial, along with Dr. Brianna Hyde. So welcome this afternoon. And today we're going to be talking about
some of the myths and misconceptions that people have, not only with chiropractic care in general, but with the Wellness Way in our office and kind of how things run.
Mythbusters. We're going to be busting myths today. So, all right, where do you want to start?
So the number one thing that I hear is about safety. So some people will say like, I can't go to a chiropractor, that's not safe. And they don't, I guess, realize the statistics behind safety. It's like, number one, chiropractic malpractice is way, way cheaper than any medical doctor ever.
Right.
And and there's just
so wait a minute. So who cares about that? The important thing about that is insurance manages risk, right? Measures risk. So the riskier you are, the higher insurance. So if I'm a 15-year-old boy, no, I can't drive at 15. Let's say I'm an 18-year-old boy with a hot rod, my car insurance is going to probably be higher than if I'm a 60-year-old grandma.
With no tickets.
With no tickets. So insurance is a measure of risk. So the higher the risk, the higher the insurance. The lower the risk, which is us and what we do, the lower the insurance. So I've actually had nurses, RNs in the past that tell me that their insurance, their malpractice insurance, was higher than mine.
Oh, wow.
I know. So how safe is that?
Yeah. And then,
according to insurance, we're very safe.
Yes. Yes, we are. And then people don't even think of like a calculated risk whenever they're going to like their general practitioner's office or any other regular doctor, or even opening their cabinet to take some Advil. They don't think that there's a scary component with that.
Right. So there is a scary component to that. Advil? Do you want to tell them the bad news? You want me to?
You can tell them.
16,000 deaths a year.
Yeah.
And say that again? 16,000 deaths reported every year. Advil. How safe is that?
Yeah. So there's more issues and complications and death with over-the-counter medication like ibuprofen in 1 year than it is like if all chiropractic care combined.
And we've been in practice 123 years as a profession. 123 years. Advil kills more people in a year than we've killed. Well, we haven't killed anybody really. 26 casualties over 123 years. I think that's a pretty good record.
Yeah. So over-the-counter meds are more dangerous, and there's articles coming out all the time about them. So safety, not a problem.
Not a problem. We're very safe.
Yeah. So
the Hippocratic Oath. First of all, Hippocratic Oath.
First of all, no harm.
Do no harm.
Okay. Yeah. So second thing that we're talking about is maintenance things. So like, I don't want to go as soon as I go. I'm gonna have to keep coming back.
Do you know how many times I've heard that? I've heard when you start going to a chiropractor, you can never stop. I wish.
Yeah.
We need 50 more doctors here to help us.
That's true. Yeah. And a lot of people, the only reason they come back is just because they want to. It's not because they have to, because you're feeling better and you're moving better. Why would you want to keep something like that up?
Yeah. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. Like, when do you get to stop brushing your teeth? Is anybody holding a gun to your head making you brush your teeth? No. You can stop brushing your teeth anytime, right? But we don't, because we know what happens if we stop brushing our teeth. Our teeth are going to rot, right? And we can see it and we can feel it. It's kind of the same thing with the spine and the nerve system, except you can't see it externally. So you can see symptoms over time. But yeah, so you can stop brushing your teeth at any time, but you're going to pay a price. So just like if you're not maintaining your spine, you'll pay a price as well.
Yeah, and Dr. Brenda's always talking about your spine being like a little car. And so like if your alignment's off, you can keep driving. Lord knows I've done that in my car, but it's not going to last as long. So, you know, coming in and taking care of your spine and your body and your muscles, you just like last so much better.
Yeah. So you don't have to come. You should. Most people choose to because you work better and you last longer when things are lined up.
And then the other component is, as we talk about the 3 T's for stress, is toxins, traumas, and thoughts. Yeah. So if it's
traumas is the first part.
Yeah, traumas is the first one. So that's the physical stress you put on your body throughout the day that you see chiropractors for. So it's like, when are you not going to be putting stress on your body?
Yeah. Like, so you can stop coming when you have no more physical stress, no more traumas.
That never happened.
Let's say hi to Heather.
Heather, oh, hey Heather. Welcome to the party.
Yeah. So we're talking about myth busting today. So okay. Yeah, so when you stop having physical stressors, then you can stop getting adjusted, which will probably be approximately never. Yeah. Okay, so traumas is the first one. Second one we're going to talk about today is
toxins.
Toxins. Okay.
So toxins can be anything in like the air and the water system, the food that you're putting in your body, because you can see one of our other videos on food allergies. That's a whole talk in and of itself. So a lot of people with the wellness way, they look at our supplements and think, oh, well, I can buy that online, or I know what I need to take, but you probably really don't, because you don't want to take something just to mask a symptom. And that's what a lot of people do with taking all these vitamins that they don't even know what they're for, really.
Well, and what happens too, people think like, oh, you're the natural doctors, and that's really not what we are. We're not trying to just take you from taking your blood pressure medication and giving you something natural to take instead. No, we're about why is your body adapting and causing your blood pressure to be high? How do we get you back to homeostasis? So it's a total different mindset and different perspective. So we're not just trying to give you something to keep your blood sugar low that's natural versus something that's medicinal or pharmaceutical. That you're missing the point if that's what you're thinking. So so chemical stressors, like we talked about, Advil, 16,000 deaths per year. But when they're having symptoms, our goal is to find out why. If you're having high blood pressure, that's serious. That can kill you. So you can't just stop taking your blood pressure medication, but we can look at why. What are the things that are driving that and triggering your blood pressure to be high? And if we can find that and remove those stressors and help rebuild the heart a little bit, you get to work better and last longer.
Yeah. If people love to some things, they think they're healthy because they're taking all these fish oils and multivitamins and this and that. I'm like, you shouldn't have to take anything. Like before there was pharmaceutical companies, like people didn't have this kind of stuff, you know? So you should be able to function normally without that.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, no two people are the same.
Yeah.
Even family members. So she may take fish oil and her blood pressure is fine, and I take fish oil and it doesn't affect me. So because we're different, we have different stressors and different things going on in our life, different metabolisms, different body chemistry. So no two people are the same. So they think, oh, Dr. Oz effect, hey, if you have high blood pressure, take fish oil. Everybody goes and buys fish oil.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it is the Oz effect. It's a real thing, but maybe fish oil isn't what she's missing. Maybe there's something else that's going on. And maybe it's not that she's missing anything. Maybe that she's got too much of something going on. So again, we don't guess, we test.
Okay. Straight tagline.
Banner.
So the other part of the puzzle that we were talking about with the stresses, we talked about the physical stress, chemical stress. The other one is mental stress, which is a huge thing. So people that come in here and they're taking care of their bodies and they're looking at what's missing and taking whatever that they need to get back to that homeostasis, they forget about the thoughts. And that's such a huge component, mental stress, especially for women.
Especially for women, yeah. Because guys, they don't worry about anything. Ladies, they worry about
everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so a big part of that is not taking care of yourself correctly with that.
So how many days of the week do we have no mental stress? It's every day. We have to deal with it every day, right? So what can you do to deal with mental stress? There are good ways that you can handle it, and there are ways that are not the best ways that you can handle it. So you can say, oh, what were we talking about earlier?
The hashtag treat yourself.
I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to reward myself with a little Starbucks or a little happy hour or something like that. No.
Yeah. So some people are like, oh, well, I'm just going to take care of, this is good for my soul. I'm like, but it's destroying your body. Like some of these things you're treating yourself with is not a healthy component. Like do some nice meditation or a hot bath, something that, is going to be calming for you, not inflammatory for you.
Yeah, and and we talked about earlier too, foods are very emotional.
Oh yeah,
very emotional. I mean, I've actually had people when we've brought over their food allergy list that like cried. I mean, like literally cried because they were so overwhelmed. It's just food. Like who was it on one of the trainings they were saying? Oh, I think it was Dr. Greg said, what? I can't have butter. He goes, look, if you were on a stranded island and you didn't have butter, you would survive. So it's a very emotional thing. We can survive without it, but we don't want to. We want it. So it's a very emotional thing. If we only ate foods that were healthy for us, we would choose our foods quite differently.
Yeah. I like pasta. Oh my God, it makes my heart happy. I'm eating. I'm like, yes, I'm so happy. It's so good, but I'm allergic to wheat and dairy and eggs. So when I eat it, I feel like crap.
You're not so happy.
It's not worth it. There's no point.
Yeah, not worth it. Okay, so let's see. So there are better choices. Let's see. Traumas, physical stressors. So that can be everything from examples would be like just sitting at your desk for long periods of time, working out on a regular basis, right? Oh
yeah, every time you're building muscle, that's micro traumas to your body. That's how you get bigger muscles when you grow them.
Yeah, And for me, I was playing with the granddaughters this weekend and climbing in and out of their clubhouse and going down the slide. A little bit traumatic for my body. Sure was fun, but what a way to go. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I need my adjustment today. Okay, so so physical traumas, that's one T. Second T we're talking about today are toxins, and they're really all over. And again, we were talking earlier this morning because I've been doing this for 29 years, and I have books, I mean, literally volumes of books of testimonies from patients. And I was telling Dr. Hyde, in the old days, I could adjust people and like miracles would happen. But today, people are more and more stressed out. So physical stress, mental stress, and chemical stress. So the adjustments are still awesome, but we have to address all three of the T's in order to get the maximum benefit, help your body adapt and go back to homeostasis. So traumas, toxins, and then the thoughts. And next week, what is our?
Next Tuesday, March 5th.
Okay, so next Tuesday, March 5th. Wow, it's already March. Okay.
I know.
Next Tuesday, March 5th, is our inflammation talk. So we're going to be going over the Wellness Way approach to inflammation. Inflammation is the start of all disease. So we're going to go over the inflammation approach, Wellness Way inflammation approach to, what is it? Wellness Way approach to inflammation. There you go. I've said it
One of those groups of letters.
Wellness Way, inflammation. Okay. And so it's going to be here at the office at 5:30. Look, if you have anything going on, come in, let us help you out. Come get the information, see how we do things. Because really the bottom line is that the only person that's responsible for your health is you, and you get to choose. But we talked about earlier too, like traumas, toxins, and thoughts, we never get rid of any of them. We deal with them every single day. So when can you stop getting adjusted? Whenever you want, but it's your body, it's your health. What was it we were talking about earlier?
About the statistics?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So if you take care of yourself, how did we pick that? That was really good this morning.
Man, of course, now I don't remember.
I know. Okay, so if you don't address the three T's, traumas, toxins, and thoughts,
What do they lead to?
yeah, what's going to happen? If you don't take care of yourself addressing those three T's, what happens? You get to become a statistic. More heart disease, more cancer, breast cancer, infertility,
Blood pressure,
autoimmune disease are through the roof. They're at an all-time high. So don't be a statistic. You don't have to. It takes a little work on your part, but we're here to help you. So if you don't want to be a statistic, if you'd like to have health the right way, get your body healthy, enjoy your life, join us next Tuesday, March 5th, 5:30.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
All right, so next week, we'll look forward to seeing you same time, same channel. We're not going to give them a preview about her.
No. But it'll be good, though. So
yeah, it's going to be really good. We've already talked about it. So join us next Tuesday. Thanks a lot. You have a great afternoon.